on another sucker-free Saturday night. Yeah, it is absolutely amazing out here. This is what's going on, you all. I'm just having a great time in the snow. What city and state are you from? Has it been snowing where you're located at? I'm loving it. I wish we had like maybe 2 or 3 more feet of snow. Hopefully more is to come. I'm just walking right now, enjoying the stillness, the quietness of snow. Absolutely gorgeous here. Yeah, absolutely beautiful outside. And if this is your first time watching this channel, I ask that you share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. Yeah, got to get you back some light. Just walking down the street. Some places got 14 inches of snow. Like I said, back in the day, in the 70s and the 60s, and even when I stayed in upstate New York, tons of snow. There would be snow, so much snow up in upstate New York, you couldn't get out your front door. It's beautiful out here. Yeah, I had to hold it down for a minute. So yeah. Is it warm where you're at? Is it hot where you're at? What's the weather like? Is it rainy? If you're on the West Coast, it's warm, you know. Arizona, California. Rainy in Seattle. Oregon is cold and damp, you know. But if you're on the East Coast, maybe Southeast, Florida, maybe, you know. But other than that, welcome to Winterland. And if this is your first time watching the channel, like I said, I ask that you subscribe to the channel. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. It is magnificent outside. Beautiful. Not driving. No tripod. Just me, the snow, the trees, the energy. Look at this tree. Just energy. Just full of energy. Yeah. We're just walking around. You know, some places where I be at sometime. But yeah, Chicago, stop the killing. Let's stop the killing, okay? We're killing ourselves. And it makes no sense at all. It has gotten to the point where you have children disrespecting pregnant mothers, not just in Chicago, but also in Houston, Maryland. They beat that woman down too. Yeah. Not just in Chicago. It's all over the map. In fact, about it, my daughter can tell you a story that just recently took place in Memphis with her and her mother and some YNs, some Y ladies, young ladies, supposedly, and some white dude. Crazy. But yeah, that's where we at, you all. Now, you got this permanent. Here I go. Where am I at? Here I am. Hey, how y'all doing? Yeah. Here in Illinois, we have this, Cook County has this permanent income thing going on. Yeah, they have a permanent income going on in Illinois that they're trying to get passed right now so that people can afford housing, so people can afford food, so that people can afford to live. But however, they have to go through the infrastructure of the city, meaning that money is going to have to be pulled from other departments within the city to actually fund this operation. I don't know if that's going to be a good thing or a bad thing. It may be a disastrous thing. But it's for the working people. You pay taxes, you're entitled to the program if this thing gets passed through the Illinois bill. Okay? Yeah, Governor Pritzker. He got to sign off on it if he's the governor at that time. But seems to me from the looks of it, he's not going to be losing the governor position no time soon, okay? So yeah. So you see here, it's beautiful outside. But getting back to the Chicago madness, okay? Because it's absolutely mad. You even had 2 women that was critically shot here on the west side of Chicago. 2 women. People are not caring. Women get killed today more quicker than men in the city of Chicago. Absolutely insane. But what do you do, right? What do you do? But is Chicago worse than Washington, D.C.? Donald Trump? Seeing that you had 2 National Guard service members that was shot, and one of them was shot and killed. And I want to give a salute to none other than that soldier, National Guard servicewoman, Sarah Beckstrom. Yeah, I salute you for your service. And for those who were like her, meaning a veteran, you all understand that, okay? And I salute, I give my condolences to her family. I don't salute her family on that, but I salute her for being a service member who was following orders of Donald Trump. And Donald Trump, you did not even have National Guards being shot and killed in Chicago, but this was one of the first places that you sent them to. But it seems to me, right in your back door, at your back door in your backyard is where this violence took place and took the lives of one National Guardsman from Virginia. Yeah, 20-year-old Sarah and another 24-year-old, both from West Virginia. Both put their lives on the line for a president who don't even care about the citizens nor really the military. Because he called them stupid as well. Do you all remember that? When he called the Marines dumb? Yeah, when he was getting off his Air Force One chopper. Y'all remember that? I remember that. Even if you don't remember that, I remember that. And speaking of dumb, because we're going to get back to Donald Trump, but speaking of dumb, what's going on with Ray J dumb self? Yeah, Brandy brother Ray J. This guy pulling guns allegedly in a quarrel with, his baby's mama, Princess Love. The man got arrested because, according to what I saw, he wouldn't let them drive drunk with his kids, and whomever was in his house was talking crazy to him, being disrespectful and everything. Did he have a gun? We didn't see a gun. I don't know no videos. We didn't. But then later on said that he would shoot somebody else. But that don't mean that he had a gun just because he said he would shoot somebody. How many times have you heard people say they'll shoot somebody and don't even have a gun? I'm just saying. So Ray J, whatever your situation is, man, I think you've been fried since Kim, okay? Like, all of the black men that have been in the Kardashian lives end up being fried some type of way or another. Ray J, Kanye, Lamar Odom, Anybody else? Do we need more examples of the witchcraft that is being performed on the black men by the Kardashian chicks? I'm just saying. I'm just saying. But needless to say, you all, yeah, get it together. They say that we crazy because we poor, come from poverty, come from pain, prison, parole, probation, which is those 5 P's that we have to break in order to make it, not only as a people, but an individual. Prison, parole, probation, poverty, and pain. The 5 P's that must be eliminated before you can become yourself. How about that? Remove those 5 P's. For everybody that's out there in the chat room, I want to say thank you for being here, because you could have been doing something else with someone else, but you decided to stop by to see what we had to say, and we are so grateful that you stopped by to see what we had to say. And as I mentioned earlier, if this is your first time checking out this channel, we ask that you press the subscribe button. Yes, the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell and the word all to help ensure the notification bell and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos here on YOUTUBE. Sorry, sometimes I get to talking a little bit too fast and words get twisted and whatnot, okay? Sorry about that. Ray J. It's just absolutely beautiful out here. What does it look like where you live at right now? This is what it looks like. But anyway, getting back to the Ray J situation, I may need to stand some light while I'm talking because it's sort of dark down that way. So what I do is I probably just, stand right here with the snow in the background. It is absolutely great. It's not cold outside. The snow has landed, but it is a little bit cold, but it's not windy. But anyway, back to the Ray J situation and all of you crazy people out there. Do you know people that's like that? Or if someone comes into your home and they want to take your child somewhere drunk, even if it's your wife, would you disapprove? And if someone intervenes in your business in your home, would you threaten to remove them or pull a gun on them? I just put them out. Now, according to the video, it was her cousin or something, Princess Love cousin. But, they wanted to take the kid out while they was drinking. Like I said, I don't know about the gun thing, but you all be careful out there because Punani is dangerous. Punani get people a lot of slow time if they don't think 100. Donald Trump not thinking either. No, he's not thinking right now. This is why a lot of those Democrats, in particular, Al Green, is pushing for his impeachment before Christmas. What do you all think about that? Do you think he would get impeached? Me, absolutely not. I don't think so. He has too much power in the House and the Senate, despite the fact, That it's not enough Democrats. It's just not. Despite the fact that a lot of the country, the citizens of this country, is disgusted with him, he will not get impeached. Now, there's got to be a certain way around this. I mean, like, is he just going to send this place up, or is this place going to just go up in smoke because we can't remove someone who needs to be removed and who is abusing power according to the citizens of the country in which he says that he's the president of and over? Even when it comes to being disrespectful to the reporter, called the chick ugly, okay? Damn, anybody know anybody that looks worse than Donald Trump? We just saying, since you talking about ugly and everything, okay? As they call you, Mr. Orange Man. Absolutely beautiful outside. Look at this here. It's amazing. I love the winter. Okay, but turning it back over here to me, back to Mr. Donald Trump. Do you all say that he was a bad president or is a bad president? Do you think the economy is going to get worse? Do you think it's going to get better? Who is that out there? This message is held for review. Who got Cooley? What's going on, Cooley? Shouts out to Cooley. Can you stalk someone so you can go to jail? Hey, why would I want to stalk someone? Who is these people out here in this chat room talking about me trying to stalk someone? I know all you haters out there would love for me to go behind those walls and everything in the Desmo Crips. No, we're not going there, okay? We can't do that. Go back to Africa. Now, somebody just left this rude comment in the chat section talking about go back to Africa. This sounds like an immigrant who's talking this here, okay? Now, if you are Caucasian, you're an immigrant, okay? If you don't look anything like me, okay, you are an immigrant to this country, okay? So instead of me taking myself back to Africa, why should I go back to a place that some of my people didn't even come from? And it's obvious that you can't even go back over to your people over there in Europe because they don't want you. I'm just saying. Let's just keep it a buck here, okay? I love seeing you go to jail for stalking people. See, we got haters out there. You know, I'm not going to entertain that right now, okay? Because anybody who wish evil on a righteous person is an evil person. Yeah. And who let you out the cave anyway? Get yourself back in that cave with all that hair on your back. Get yourself back in that cave now. Yeah. Who we got out here? Dang, 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 dang. Worse. Who? Worse. I miss you at the USA, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, somebody driving down the road here. We don't know who it is. We watching out for everybody, okay? Yeah, we watching out for everybody out here, okay? Hey, but you know what? Be blessed. Because here it is. You got a lot of people in other countries like China, Ecuador, Germany. You don't know what these countries are like. Is the United States that bad? No, the United States is not bad. I found a lot of good things in this country. I've traveled to a lot of good places in this country. In fact about it, they say that this is one of the greatest countries of our time. Do I agree with that? Yeah. In fact about it, I find that the U.S. is one of the most diverse countries in the modern time. I'm just saying. But Donald Trump, yeah, he is a bad president. He's an unrighteous president, and even his own party is tired of him. Yeah, they tired of him. And it's getting to be so wicked with the Trump administration because the vice president, J.D. Vance, hell, he's about to date who? Erica Kirk, Charlie Kirk's widow. Yeah, he's about to date her, and he's going to dump his brown Hindu wife, okay? You know? He said that he wished that she would convert over to Christianity. But is it a religious thing, or is it a more political move to have a white figure as his wife versus a brown Hindu woman who isn't Christian, and seeing that this country is based on Christianity? I'm just saying. And all of those right wingers, most of them are Christians, right? Like, you know. And how does she look? Dating J.D. Vance. Will he run for president? But if he does, he's going to need a white girl beside him. Yeah, like Erica Kirk. That's a cold move. That's a cold move. You got people out there talking about how she was rubbing him in the back of his head, and you know the way they've been hugging. You know, it's more than a comfort type of hug. You know, the world know what's going on. The inquiring minds don't even have to wonder because we already know. That's a cold move. If you was J.D. Vance, would you date Charlie Kirk's widow right now? Would you? I'm sure many of you all say yeah. I'm sure many of y'all would probably say yeah. Especially, you know, if you're part of that club, you're part of that party. Yeah, you may want to say yeah. And the impeachment for Donald Trump. Yeah. If you feel that Donald Trump should be impeached, put a 1 in the comment section. If you feel that Donald Trump should not be impeached, press 2 in the comment section. We will highly appreciate that, family that's out there in the chat room. Even Stevie and Ray and everybody else who's blind, crippled, and crazy know that man is a bad president. So, you know, we're going to be suffering a little bit more, okay? We're going to be suffering a little bit more. We're going to have a little more setbacks. We're going to be a little more disappointed. But in that, there's a lesson. And hopefully, we get to learn our lesson because everybody's lesson is different in this matrix in which we are living in. Would you agree? Yeah, it is. And speaking of this matrix that we're living in one of my videos, I spoke about, I think it was, we got that smoke with Minister Louis Farrakhan, the last video. At the end of it, I said that be the person that you want to see the change that's in the world. You be that person. You be that person. If you're an evil person, we don't even want to see you, okay? Don't even try to manifest your evilness, okay? Don't become a pink devil, a blue devil, a green devil, or a yellow devil. Just, you know, we don't we don't want no devilish men coming out of here, okay? Yeah. But condolences to the people that's out there in China, their family. Over 128 dead. Yes, so far. And I think 11 people were arrested, but we want to send our condolences to the people that's out there in China who lost their life in those 3 tower fires. That's sad. And I don't care what your color is, to be burned while alive, that's inhumane. That's just inhumane, man. That's just inhumane. And I know that people have done it in the past. Those people have no souls. Yeah. Those people who have enslaved people and have burned them at the stake and have lynched them on trees and set them on fire and riddled bullets in their body, then burned them, those people don't have no souls. No, no souls and no conscience. No souls and no conscience. Now, what person do you know that has a soul that can do that? And wake up and eat cereal in the morning? You can't. You know, it's like you have those serial killers, right? They eat breakfast in the morning just like you do. They put their pants on the same way that you do. But you never would have expected them to be serial killers, and they have no souls, right? So aren't the people who did all of that damage that I just spoke about in slavery, those the culprits? Do you think they have souls? The answer is no. And Donald Trump, even though he didn't play a part of the slavery campaign back in the day, he still doesn't have a soul. And there's no way that we can get this guy out of office. There's no way that you can get him out of office, even though you voted him in the office. I'm just saying, damn. We're in trouble out here. We're in trouble. Just staying relevant, you all. This title should have been Chopping It Up, because we're just chopping it up right now. However, we did cover the Donald Trump. We did cover the J.D. Vance, which is not even on the title. Yeah. The joblessness in America. Let's talk about that. Mr. Donald Trump. Yes, I believe that was the first thing on the list before my title went blank, okay? Yeah, this is my second title, okay? But joblessness in America. Do you know that in the month of October, that over 170,000 people lost their job just in the month of October of this year, 2025. And guess what else? Right before the holidays, according to economic research experts and labor people that's experts, they say that over 294,000 more people are going to lose their jobs before Christmas. Whew. Did y'all hear what I said? Y'all didn't hear what I said. They just said that another 294,000 people will lose their job before Christmas. Whew. Do y'all think Donald Trump need to be impeached? This man has made history. Hey, let me wipe my lens off here because it's getting wet. This man has made history out here. In fact, about it, if I'm not mistaken, according to the reports, how many decades has it been? It's been over 3 decades since the economy has looked like this. Over 3 decades, this man has set a record for being one of the worst presidents ever to this country. I had to watch where I'm going here. Yeah. But anyway, you all, it's snowing again. Just beautiful. Just beautiful out here. Snowing again. Look at that. I hope that you all are having some snow where you are right now. I hope you all are having a great, fantastic, beautiful night just as I am. It is fantastic. Quiet. Hell, I remember one time I was in by Mondovi, somewhere in Wisconsin, right? And it was like 3 o'clock in the morning, but it was like I was in a movie. We had so much snow, and I went outside. I had the rifle on my shoulder and everything, because you got wolves out there, you got bears out there, you got deer out there. But it looked like I was in a movie, but it was a scary movie, and it was like, I don't know, almost like 3.5 feet of snow. Yeah, back in the day. And I wish we had 4 more feet here. At least you know where everybody else is at, right? Inside or outside like me in this fantastic weather. Just chopping it up. Just chopping it up. Yeah. So, all of you people, with all of this that's going on with the jobs and everything, how are people going to afford these new cars that America is making right now? I'm just tripping out on all of this buying, consuming, and not saving nothing. We had this blackout week, right? We had this blackout week where people are not supposed to be spending their money. But did you see the lines for Black Friday? People were still at the stores spending money that they ain't got. How far would you go to kill your bankroll in this recession? Yes, this time of recession. How much would you spend? Now, don't get me wrong. I like to live life now, okay? And yeah, I mess up some money, okay? I mess up some money. And hell, if you don't mess up no money, that means you ain't got none, okay? Sometime. You don't have to mess it up all the time. I'm just saying, if you ain't never messed no money up, that means you ain't never had no money. But now is not the time. It's a recession. And if there's a way that you can make some money legally without going to jail, do it, okay? Just do it. Be like Mike Nike and just do it. Like I said, this live should have been called Just Chopping It Up. I didn't expect to do a live. I'm just pulling information out of myself. You know how sometimes you have to empty yourself before you can receive more in? And right now I'm just dumping a whole lot of things out, waiting for a new fantastic year. And I want to thank you all for watching the videos that I recently just posted, uploaded with Minister Louis Farrakhan. I want to thank you all. I started with Minister Louis Farrakhan this year. I'm going to end with him this year. And next year, we got more information, more master teachers. We got a whole lot of stuff coming up, but we got to finish getting through this year because this year's already over with. Santa has already made his decision on whom he thought was naughty or nice already. I was just so yeah, we're just having a great time out here, you all. Beautiful. Look at this tree. It's just beautiful, man. It's beautiful. Yeah. Great times, you all. Great times on a Saturday night. And this is what I like doing. We got somebody else over there walking around on this Saturday night. Okay? They out here walking too. Yeah, there they go over there. I'll show you. Where they at? Let me see if I can zoom. You see them walking over there? Yeah, they walking right there. On a Saturday night, Saturday morning. It's just beautiful out here. Straight up. Looks like they listen to some headphones, got some type of music on. The snow is just falling from this tree here. So yeah, I'm not gonna keep you all long, you all. Tonight, I just wanted to stop by, say hi, and to get rid of some information that I've been having inside of me. but really haven't formatted it, nothing. I've been working on other material, especially getting the rest of this year's material out. Yeah. So yeah. So what's happening here, man? I'm gonna go up top here. Go over here. Absolutely beautiful, fam. Whew. Absolutely beautiful. But needless to say, you all, I want to thank you for being here tonight. Because like I said, you could have been somewhere else with someone else doing something else, but you decided to stop by to see what we had to say. And we want to say thank you for that. And we tip our hat to you. And if you're into traveling, if you're into audiobook series, go to my other channel, MOPOWERZ, here on YOUTUBE, and view those audiobook series that we left for you all. Yeah. Going through the snow is sort of heavy. Breathing a little hard. But check out Stolen Legacy. Check out Black Man of the Nile and His Family. Check out The Destruction of Black Civilization. Check out The Fall of America. Check out Kemet on Trial. Check out The Demonology of King James. Check out As a Man Thinketh. Check out The Chronological Order from Alchemy to Wicca. And check out From Babylon to Timbuktu, which I put my foot in. Okay? And if you are into traveling, go over to that channel as well, where we take you to the Mopop Museum that's in Seattle, Washington. We take you to the National Civil Rights Museum that's in Memphis. We take you to the Black Holocaust Museum that's in Milwaukee. Yeah. We take you to Sedona, Arizona. We take you to Phoenix, Arizona. We take you to Florida. We take you to the Georgia Guidestones while they were around before someone blew them up, okay? Yeah. We've been down to Alabama. We've been down to Louisiana. Sorry about that. Go check out that channel and travel with us. Yeah. MOPOWERZ here on YOUTUBE. And if you are into old school hip hop, R&B, spoken word, gangster rap, comedy, Chicago street clips, independent movies, go to my other channel, THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE. And check out the likes of Dion Cole, Diane Corder, Reggie Reg, Quintella, Shari, Daryl Banks. Get yourself on over there. Yeah. HBO comedians. And we got Mano over there. We got Twister. We got Shauna. We got Crucial Conflict. All over there. We have Affiliated Fellas. We have Official Business. We have Mecca. We have Big Taz. We have a lot of people over there. The Nomads. Ejilla Beats. Illa Flows. Galactic Boy Entertainment. Go and find yourself over there. THEMOSHOW Classics, all one word, no space, here on YOUTUBE. And on my last note, if you're into martial arts, Kung Fu, I kill you 36 times right now. You know. Yeah. Go over there to Kung Fu Genius Space Kick Ass, and you come up with like 6 or 7 videos. I'm still working on that channel. Don't know exactly what I'm going to do with it yet, but I'll know by the New Year's. Okay. And we'll have more great things popping up, not only on this channel, but on Mo Powers, which is more audiobook series. I know it's been a minute. But, you know, things in life happen. Okay. Especially dealing with this bozo that we're dealing with in office today. Anything can happen. Okay. Yeah. So just have a little more patience and keep watching the channel. And with that being said, you all, I want you to have a good view of this. Absolutely amazing outside. If your outside does not look like this and you are in the Midwest, I'm sorry for you. But I think Minnesota got hit, Iowa's getting hit, we got hit, Wisconsin got hit, Indiana got hit. So, yeah, I don't know about Kansas, but those 5 that I just mentioned, we most definitely got hit. So, hopefully, we'll have a lot more. We have a lot more. And do you notice that when it's colder outside, we have less killings on the street? I'm just saying. Think about that. And when you're out the door, make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and the word all to help ensure that you get notifications when we upload videos on YOUTUBE. And also press those condiments to like and to share. Share the information with relatives, friends, co-workers, anyone that you come into contact with. It is a magnificent way to jumpstart your conversation. Thanks for viewing, you all. Peace out. Never ever give up on your DREAMS. That's my time.